I've created a video delving into the statistics and case studies that highlight the intricacies of false paternity claims. Before diving into this topic, you might want to check out my previous video where I share my personal perspective on the pro-life and pro-choice debate. Once you've watched that, return here for a detailed look at the data and real-life examples surrounding false paternity. False paternity claims. Incidence rates. Research has shown that the rate of misattributed paternity in populations where paternity testing is not universally mandated can range significantly. A 2005 study summarized in the Journal of Epidemiology and Community Health found rates from 0.8% to 30%, with a median of about 3.7%. However, these figures can be misleading as they often include data from situations where paternity was already in question, skewing the average higher than might be expected in the general population. Legal binding. In many jurisdictions, once paternity is legally established, often through marriage or acknowledgement of paternity, men can be required to pay child support even if subsequent DNA testing proves they are not the biological father. This is based on the principle that the child's best interest is served by having a legally recognized father. Emotional and financial strain. Emotional impact. While there isn't a large body of quantitative data, qualitative studies and anecdotal evidence suggest that discovering non-paternity can lead to significant emotional distress, including feelings of betrayal, loss of identity, and a profound sense of disconnection from children they've raised or supported. Financial burden. Specific financial figures are hard to come by due to the variability in child support laws and amounts by state country, but consider. The average annual child support payment in the U.S. was reported to be around $5,760 in 2019 according to U.S. Census Bureau data. Over 18 years, this would accumulate to over $100,000 per child, not accounting for inflation or increases based on income changes. Lack of immediate DNA verification. Current practices. Mandatory DNA testing at birth is not standard practice in most countries. Instead, testing often occurs in response to disputes over paternity, inheritance issues, or during medical necessity where genetic information is required. Proposals for change. There have been calls for mandatory paternity testing at birth from various quarters, including some men's rights groups, but this remains controversial due to privacy concerns, potential impacts on family dynamics, and the costs involved. Case studies and statistics. Notable cases. Case of Carnell Alexander. He was ordered to pay over $30,000 in child support before a DNA test proved he was not the father. Michigan law still required him to continue payments until the biological father was found, illustrating the legal challenges. Harry Singh Harry. A homeless man in California was ordered to pay child support for a child he later proved wasn't his, highlighting the financial implications even for those with limited means. General insights. While exact statistics on the frequency of discovering non-paternity after years of support are scarce due to underreporting or lack of systematic tracking, the emotional and financial stories are common enough to have sparked legal discussions and reforms in some regions.